What is going on, guys, and welcome to another Dota Chronicles guide, and today we're going to be looking at Support Treant Protector. This is a hero that is very underrated in the current meta. Actually, I haven't seen a single Treant Protector, and I'm not exactly sure why exactly. The map became so much bigger, and you're able to go through the portals, and with the lotuses, you are able to sustain yourself a lot better than you used to, or you could also give it to your offlaner or safe laner and make their lane a whole lot better. But I don't understand why people have not been picking this hero, because this hero can fight off cooldown. His spells are such a low cooldown that you can fight consistently. Overgrowth is a little bit of a longer cooldown, but you don't really depend on overgrowth to take a team fight. Your spells are enough, and especially if you're going up against a physical lineup, your armor is going to buff up your team to the point where they need to start buying minus armor because your armor is so much of a problem for physical lineups. One of the things I see why this hero hasn't been picked a little bit is because Bounty Hunter is prevalent in the meta, and Bounty Hunter kind of shits on you a little bit, but with a little bit of help from your offlaner, you are going to be fine. Just try and not get tracked, which is a little bit hard to do, but you can still get rid of it. You could also get a Yule Scepter for a dispel. You can get a Lotus Orb eventually if that is really troubling you, but essentially the main build on this hero will always be Meteor Hammer into Shard into Blink Dagger, and you can easily get this farm by split pushing the side lanes. At the same time, you get to heal your towers and buff up your team. If your team doesn't really need you to be there, you can push the lanes safely better than any other hero in the game because there's so many freaking trees. How the hell are you going to catch a Treant Protector who is split pushing? You got to have a Zeus, or you got to have the Bounty Hunter with the track on him, and then it becomes a lot easier. But then again, you're a support who's going to be having a shit ton of farm and who provides so much utility and can pretty much buy any item or any aura in the book. There's no set item build. The Meteor Hammer is going to help you push towers. Your Blink Dagger is going to help you get those big boy overgrowths. Your Shard is just going to help you get around the map with invis, so people have to spend so much dust and so many sentries to even try to zone you out. And with the nerfs to the sentries where you don't have that many available to you anymore, you can't really zone tree out. If they ward the entire bottom section of the map, you are fine. You just go to the top section or go to mid and you still keep pushing, and you can make so much space for your team, which other heroes aren't able to do this without dying so much. It's so fun because you could solo kill practically any carry in the game once you have your Meteor Hammer and your overgrowth. A lot of people underestimate the amount of damage this hero can do, especially if you max Leech Seed. This hero is overall such a strong hero, but it's very underrated in the meta. If you guys want to get some free MMR, you should definitely be playing this hero. I definitely pick it up all the time. It's just so easy, and it just creates a headache for the enemy team because they see their lanes always pushed in. It's really hard for them to commit onto you because you're super tanky, and especially if you get yourself some auras like a Pipe or a Lotus Orb, you're going to be doing a ton of work and very hard to kill. And if you do die while split pushing a ton, it's absolutely fine. You are a position 4, or if you want to play it in the 5 position, it's just a little bit slower. Definitely recommend it on the 4 position. That way you can get a little bit more XP and farm, which this hero desperately needs the XP so he can split push even faster. And the amount of utility he provides is very good for practically any single lineup. And if you have an offlaner like a Venomancer or something like that that has slows, you don't even have to get the Orb of Venom. You can get a Blightstone, and practically no support in the game with just right clicks can trade with a Treant Protector. And if you feel threatened, you always take a point in Leech Seed and you heal yourself right back up. You take a point in armor. You always take a value point in all the spells. You could go 1-1-1 and then max Leech Seed or max armor depending on what your team needs, or if you want to split push, definitely give this hero a try. There's not too many heroes that can counter this. Like I mentioned, Zeus, or just big AoEs that cut trees, so like Mars, but Mars is pretty crap in the meta right now. There's not too many heroes that can deal with this, and you have so much kill threat around the map. You give so much vision, and if you get your Aghanim Scepter, you have the most vision on the map, and that's one of the reasons why this hero is so good, and one of the reasons why I don't understand people are picking him. You can get the Aghanim Scepter really quickly, especially when you start farming with the Shard and the Meteor Hammer, split pushing lanes. You can get your Scepter really quickly, and there's no way they're going to be keeping up and cutting all the trees that you have for vision. There's no way they can keep up with that. So with how little wards and sentries there are, they're going to be playing off dust, and dust alone isn't enough, especially if you get yourself a dispel. You're going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be so hard to kill you, and this hero is a lot of fun. I love playing in the trees. I love being able to give my team vision. We can set up ganks really easily. And the fact that there's not many heroes that counter me and that can trade with me early on. And the fact that I can split push lanes and get a ton of farm without getting in anybody's way or taking any jungle farm or anything like that. I can just go to the dead lane or the lane that nobody wants to play in, even if it's the mid lane. I can go and safely farm it when no other heroes in the map can do so. Definitely let me know in the comment section below if you guys do play Treant Protector, and let me know how you guys think of this hero in the patch. I definitely think it's fantastic. You can make a lot of rotations with the portals and kill a lot of people. This hero is very aggressive early on, highest base damage in the game starting, so practically nobody can trade with you in terms of right clicks, and you're going to be having a shit ton of fun on this hero. Highly recommend it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. A like would be much appreciated. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.